Okay, as you take a look at our free agents from our team, there's one guy in particular, my number one, I guess, my number one guy that I want us to re-sign. And I'll ask you, who's your number one? We got if we could only re-sign one of these guys, who would it be? A lot of you would probably say Jamal Williams, maybe DJ Chark, Evan Brown, Bugs. Who's your guy? And my guy is John Cominksy. I think he's a guy that, remember, came in from the Falcons. He was on the waiver wire. I think we get him cheap, and he comes in, and we've almost kind of forgotten about him. It's like, man, who is this guy kind of getting in the backfield? Because he's a tweener, right? He's not like a Bosa defensive end, but he's also not your big, strong D tackle either. So he wasn't really used well in Atlanta. Comes in here, plays really well the first couple of games. We have success, and then no coincidence, he goes out with a broken hand. We really struggle. Then he comes back, we do really well, right? So there's other factors, of course, but John Cominsky's a guy that I just don't think we can afford to lose. And a story comes out that he wants to test the open market, right? He said after the game against the Packers, last game of the year, hey, I want to be in Detroit. Absolutely. He's riding a high of that last game. He likes it here. I get it. But at the same time, he admitted just recently, I'm going to test free agency. And in this article says it in the sideline report, Brad Behrman says it seemed like a foregone conclusion that Cominsky would re-sign with the Lions. But as should be expected, he will test the open market, as he should. Now, PFF said this is our number one free agent that we simply cannot afford to lose. We have to have him. I totally agree. Running back, Jamal Williams, I get it. I get all the things that he brings on and off the field. I get that. DJ Chark, good receiver, but we have more depth at receiver. But Cominsky, we just cannot lose him. So here's what he said. Hey, I think they want me there. Talking about the Lions, I want to be there. We'll see how it all works out. But there's a business side to this, and maybe another team will bring some numbers, and we'll just have to see what the Lions will do. I hope it all works out, but I really don't know. So again, it's all talk, it's all this stuff, but my point is we forget, because Jamal Williams is out in the bigger personality, whatever, running back, scored all the touchdowns. Like I was just saying, Chark, you name some of our free agents, but at the end of the day, Cominsky, and again, you tell me, and maybe I'm wrong on this, but I feel like Cominsky is the guy we got to have back. Anzalone's another one. Never thought I'd say that. What a great year he had. Very steady at linebacker. So it's Anzalone, Cominsky, even Bugs, Evan Brown. Jamal Williams gets all the attention when it comes to our potential free agents, rightfully so, for some, but at the end of the day, we got some key guys that I just would really like to see back. So he made about $1 million yet last year. He could make 2, 3, 5 million a year this year, or in a new contract. So keep an eye out for Cominsky and what he does. I'd be shocked if he doesn't come back, but at the same time, I'd be shocked if he just came back and never got any offers and just came back to us. There's no way, because I think what's really going to hurt the Lions, and this is what is interesting to me, is all these teams have seen the Jamal Williams, the Bugs, these guys that bought into a culture. So other teams see the culture fit. They're like, well, I want to kind of do what the Lions are doing. And I want a guy like Jamal Williams, like an Evan Brown, like a Cominsky and Bugs, Anzalone. These guys, they've seen what it's like to get on a team and do a culture shift and get a team back on course. So you look at all these teams with new coaches, Carolina Panthers, Colts, who knows, right? But they're like, let's pay a little bit more for John Cominsky. We know we're going to get a good player, but we're also going to get a guy that was just on a rebuild situation, that he knows what it takes and his mind's in the right place and he knows how to work hard. I mean, it's interesting. I think our team is going to get poached a little bit harder than most places, because they know, hey, we're bringing in a good culture type guy from a great team and organization. And we've done that in the past, where we'll grab a guy that's like, hey, he was a Steeler, he was a Raven, he can help us. And it's like, oh man, they're going to take our guys in that same light where hey, I think we can win with you. I think you're a good player, but you've also come from a good culture. So again, let me know in the comments the number one player we cannot afford to lose. For me, it is Cominksy. You let me know if I'm crazy on that, and we will see all of you on